Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with another Master Duels video. Today I'll be showing you guys what I climbed to Plat 1 with last season. This season we have an introduction of a new diamond rank, so it's going to be a little longer to climb up there, but hopefully we'll be able to manage and make it again. But this is my Thunder Dragon deck that I made to Plat 1 last season. It's a little bit budget because, well, in general, this Thunder Dragon deck is very expensive. It costs a lot of SR and UR components in a lot of different packs. Firstly, you need to get this card, which is, majority of the cards will come from Roaring Thunder. And then some of the cards that you get, like if you're running pure, you need to Lupine, which comes with Forest Friends, which comes with your Malphys and stuff. And then you need Allure, which comes with not very good cards in the Infinite Void. You get Infernoids in those, not good cards. And then you need Chaos Space, which comes from Inevitable of Chaos, which comes with Blackluster Soldier, some other really good Chaos cards that you may want to pick up, really good staple cards. But instead of crafting all the alooves, I just changed that engine to it because this is the card that you want to normal summon. It's a really good normal summon. With a Alistair, you can just use this because this deck actually doesn't normal summon unless you have aloof. So you can just replace it with the Invoked engine, which can be splashed into many other engines, which makes the deck a little bit less expensive if you think about it, as you can just splash this into multiple decks. And you need these two cards, which comes from Master Pack or something like that. Wait, I don't think they come from Master Pack. Oh no, they do actually come from Master Pack, and so you most likely craft them. But yeah, here's the deck profile. I've been running one Buster, a Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, which is really good. In Thunder Dragons in general, this is probably your #1 win con. You base your end board is basically a Colossus with a Dragon Buster Destruction, Mecuba plus Titan if you want, or Union Carrier to get the Buster to be equipped on this. 2 Thunder Dragon Matrixes because I don't have 3 Ash Blossoms, but I can craft them now. But you know, I'm saving up to see if we can easily climb up to Diamond without the Ash Blossoms. But you can easily replace this. This is also ammo for Thunder Dragon Titan. All of these Thunder Dragon cards have a quick effect where you can discard them, or if you banish them from your hand, or they are sent from the field, you get a different effect. This one in general, you gain 500 attack permanently, and the banished one is you get to add another matrix to hand. Maxi, Ash Blossom, these 2 whelps help you go into Union Carrier or IP Masquerina or Verde, Unicorn, stuff like that. These just help you link into other stuff, and it also banishes your Thunder Dragons from the graveyard, which is really good. Your Alistair engine, Invoker engine, allows you to... This has good synergy as it's got a quick effect of boosting up your fusion monsters that you have a lot of, which is Colossus or Titan, or you can go into Mecuba. And what I really like about this engine is that, like, because of the normal Thunder Dragons, you usually just end the board off with a Thunder Dragon Colossal in most games. Like 90% of every game, you just end the board off on turn 1 with 1 Colossal. With this deck, you can end the board with usually Colossus plus a Mecuba, which is a little bit stronger than just having 1 Colossus on the field, because you get Omni Negate, and then your usual Colossus floodgate drawing power. You run 3 Thunder Dragons, really good. Well, it's not really good, but it's good ammo. Oh, I forgot about the Lupine. This Lupine is because I wanted to craft OG Thunder Dragon, but I felt like it was just too expensive. But I added one in because I didn't want to craft Gold Sarcophagus. You can add Gold Sarcophagus if you have it. It just banishes a card, and it's pretty good, but you use up your normal summon, so you can't normal summon Alistair on occasion. 3 Thunder Dragon Darks. This card will, if you can discard it to gain a dark, or if this card gets banished, you get to add 1 Thunder Dragon card to your hand, including your fusion card as well. Dragon Hawk. This is, you can discard it and you special summon 1 Thunder Dragon that is in a graveyard or banished. This is a 1 card Colossus basically, if you have something in a graveyard already, or it's a Magical Mallet if you banish it. Dragon Roar is you can add 1 Thunder Dragon card back from your banished or graveyard. If it's banished, you get to special summon 1 Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense position, and it returns into your hand by the end phase. Chaos Crater is very, very important. This allows you to keep on recycling your stuff, and also just it helps you extend into more plays. Thunder Dragon Lord. This Lord, you can replace it with Dragon Duo if you want, but I find this Lord to be a little bit faster in most cases. The benefit of running Duo is you can actually Chaos Space it. You can Chaos Space search it, but this one is just quicker. You only need one material, the other one needs 2 material. You need light and dark. Sometimes that does not happen if you get unlucky. Nibiru is a must have one of Hand Trap. Definitely very important craft in the best of 1 formats. Have saved me against many big combo decks. Harpy's Feather Duster if you want it. Monster Reborn. Well, everyone has it. It's really good extender if you don't have another option. Instant Fusion Package. This allows you to get into Titan. As Titan, there's like 2 summoning effects. You can do it for a fusion summon with 3 Thunder Dragon monsters, or by banishing 1 Thunder monster from your hand and 1 Thunder Fusion monster you control. So 2 ways to summon it. Instant Fusion's instant Titan if you have another Thunder monster in hand to tribute. 3 Allures of Darkness. This helps you extend. Allows you to proc these Thunder Dragons. Really good. Really good synergistic card. 2 Invocations for the Invoker Engine. Basically, you want to summon Alistair, summon into Artemis, and then you get Invocation for free, and then you get Mekiba. 2 Thunder Dragon Fusions. Allows you to keep on going in for the combo, basically. But it lets you fusion summon from the graveyard and recycle cards. Allows you to keep on looping and have a basically infinite game. Chaos Space allows you to send cards to the graveyard, and then, for example, you can send one of your Thunder Dragons and you can banish them with a, banishing 1 dark from the graveyard from play, stuff like that, and that will also proc it, and it's also a great search as well. Magical Meltdown is for the Alistair, so you can search for Alistair. The other effects, I hasn't seen it work, but I think it's been useful. I think it's been in general useful. And 2 Call by the Grave is really good to stop enemy hand traps. Really important. And for the extra deck, we're running 1 Caliga. This helps you sometimes go into Colossus. If you, for example, have a dark in the graveyard, you can Invoker and Dark to get Caliga, and this will proc this guy's effect, and you could go into Colossus from there. Kaminari Attack allows you to have, this is just for the Titan basically. 1 Colossus, 1 Invoked Aguidis. Allows you, it's a decent card. Allows you to destroy a card. If this card is special summon, you can destroy a card, or opponent special summons card, you get to destroy a card. It's really good. And then it's also got another effect where it gains attack for a banished fusion monster. Pretty good. Running 2 Mechaburs. Sometimes you can take away 1 if you want, but 2 is good. 2, this is like not a hard once per turn, so you can actually do this. If you have 2, you can do it twice. 2 Titans, someone free. I think 2 Titans is just enough, because you'll start recycling them, and it's just more optimal. 1 Striker Dragon, so you can go into your, helps you link climb with your Wyvern Busters. And then we have Artemis for the invocation for Mekiba. Easier. Sometimes you don't have like Thunder Dragon hand or a light monster, so it's best to have the Artemis in the extra deck. IP Masquerina. This combo is really good. It goes into Unicorn on the opponent's turn. Not too bad. Can also sometimes help you get Underworld Goddess, which allows you to, is basically Kaiju enemy monster. And then Union Carrier is the other big combo of this deck of equipping this Dragon Buster onto Colossus. You can also do some funky stuff by Predator Planting and changing the typing of Thunder Dragon Titan to a Dark type, so you can equip this. It is pretty good. We have a Predator Plant Anaconda. This is like your cheating out fusion card. Very good, very easy to get Titan out from it. Sometimes you might need Colossus. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Unicorn is your generic staple link 3, and then for link 4, or well, technically 5, Underworld Goddess is very good as it's basically a kaiju, but it's also got additional effects of negating all face-up monsters they control, and also you can negate a thing that activates in the graveyard, which is great as well. But anyway, that is the deck list. I think this deck has been really good. I've beaten like a few Drytrons. When I beat a few Drytrons, you know the deck's pretty decent as it has a decent matchup, you know. And then yeah, so I think it's good enough to beat Drytrons. It's probably good enough to get you to Plat 1. Maybe not Diamond 1, but we'll see. We'll try to get to Diamond 1 this season with the same method of memeing. But anyway, we're going to show you guys some gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll be showing you guys the most optimal board you can make minus Thunder Dragon Titan, although Thunder Dragon Titan going first is not always the best. So in this hand I can get Mechaba, Colossus, and also Union Carrier. When you see this guy, it means Union Carrier automatically. If you see Alistair, it means automatic Mechaba. The Thunder Dragon Colossal comes from working it out with whatever Thunder Dragon you got in hand. So I do the normal combo going into Mechaba by summoning Artemis, Alistair. However, what I did here was make sure I used the Invoker in hand, because if I use the Invoker in the graveyard, it will get banished, right? This will stop my combo. Well, it won't technically stop my combo, but because I can just use the quick effect of this card and send it to the graveyard. But yeah, just make sure you have the dark monster in the field. So, because I know I had loads of lights, I don't have any dark monsters. This will allow me to get out the whelp, which is very important. And I used Thunder Dragon, and in this case scenario, I used it to get both Thunder Dragons because I need ammo for Mechaba, and I also need ammo for the Thunder Dragon Lord, which will allow me to get into Colossus by summoning it and tributing it. Because if you use a discarded card, if you activate the Thunder Dragon effect from hand, you can tribute one Thunder Dragon monster or Thunder monster in general, and you can get the Thunder Dragon Colossals. And then we do the Wyvern, the black and white dragon combo, using Striker Dragon to get Union Carrier and equip the Colossus with the Buster Whelp, which will then stop his from using any of his extra deck. He completely messed up here. He could have just kaiju'd my guy, but instead he wanted to negate the Omni Negate, which was a little bit weird to get rid of the Omni Negate. But he doesn't know what the Dragon Whelp does, which was stop him from playing from his extra deck, which is probably game winning because he was playing Cyber Dragons. But yeah, this is one of the best starting hands you can have. This is what you should aim for: a Mechaba, a Colossus with a Union Carrier to equip a Buster Dragon Whelp. I had an insane grind game yesterday against Shadow Invoked Manka, and this game was absolutely insane. It shows the power of the Thunder Dragons, and just in general the grind game that it has by looping itself, and the Thunder Dragon Titans and the Thunder Dragon Fusions by itself. So this guy, I was like, oh, is this a mirror match? He normal summons Invoker, and he's gonna probably go into Mechaba in the same way I do, which is Artemis or Alamirage into Secure Gardener into Mechaba. But yeah, it's pretty similar start. But the problem with so the hand that I have right now, it only allows me to get Mechaba out on the field, which is the problem with Thunder Dragons in general. It's quite weak in the sense that some of your starting hands only allow you to get one Colossus out or even just one Mechaba out, and that is kind of weak against certain decks, and you can easily die because of that. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It could be worse. So his starting hand is Winder, a really prismatically shiny Winder, and also Invoked Mekuba, which is a pretty good starting hand. This is pretty much the same as Colossus and Mekuba for me. And I will start doing a combo. My combo is a little bit different in the sense that, oh wait, he negates it with Mekuba, but I will summon Artemis instead of Alamirage and Secure Gardener. I bait out the Invoker so I can get out Thunder Dragons, because if I get out Thunder Dragons, I can use Thunder Dragon Fusion. Thunder Dragon Fusion will allow you to get Colossus, which will be over this board. I couldn't get Titan in this situation because I couldn't get 3 in the board, but now I can keep on cycling Thunder Dragons and putting them in the graveyard for protection. So I've sent one into the graveyard for protection. You can, for Thunder Dragon, you can press no or yes. If you press yes, you get 2 into your hand. If you press no, you can discard 1 and draw 1. I decided to kill Winder first. I don't know if this was the bad decision, because this is an Omni Negate. But I think it should be overall fine. I think I should have killed Mekuba because it allowed him to get another Shadow Fusion. This situation was really awkward for me because basically I didn't know that it actually you can negate the destruction of Shadow Construction, because if this card attacks a special summoned monster, it destroys it. But because it's also got higher attack, it also destroys it anyway. So so it does 2 destruction effects. As you can see, I negated the first effect and then I attacked again. Which was pretty funny, pretty gnarly. That's funny. That was a good interaction to know. First thing I do is, I know he's got no cards in hand, so he can't Mekuba negate me, which is the problem. Mekuba is not really an Omni Negate. It's a Omni Negate, depending on your hand. And I go into Titan here, because I know that he can't stop this because he has no cards in hand. This will allow me to cycle back my Colossus and stuff, and also go back into and prop the effects and pop his board basically. But he has Imperm on the board. Now I have to play a little bit spicy, guys. So I go into Alistair, and I probably go into Mekuba here through Artemis. I could have also invoked the Thunder Dragon in the graveyard, but I chose to go through the Artemis route. And now I cycle back the Invoker into hand, because that will allow me to, because Invoker has a effect where if you attack, it gains 1,000 attack or defense, and is a quick effect, which is pretty decent. Because of this card, I negated it by sending Nibiru, because I don't want him to have any cards. At this point, I want to make sure that I have the card advantage and the board advantage here. So I think this pop was a bit over the top. I could have saved my negate here, but I really didn't want him to have any cards, because if his hand was complete garbage, he wouldn't be able to do anything. But he got Invocation, which allowed him to get Aeogist, and I can't negate anymore, which was, I think it was a bit over the top for me, but it's fine. Now we go into the battle phase, and I proc the Dragon Matrix. The other great thing about having the inclusion of Dragon Matrix is you can use it as a stat buff, and also a way to prop your Titan, which will allow me to kill the Shadow Construct, which is very, very good. He gets another Shadow Fusion, which is very annoying. Like, his grind game is also insanely good. And he gets another Winder, which is crazy. What Winder does is each player can only special summon monsters once per turn, which is really, really annoying. And I was running low on time because I was playing on my phone, and this is where I did a major mess up here, because I could have won the duel immediately, because I know his last card is some like fusion card or invoker, I think. I can't remember which one it was, but if I just equipped the Dragon Buster Whelp here, we would have just ended the game very quickly. But here we start popping. We just cycle our Thunder Dragons and we start popping. With my Thunder Fusion in the graveyard, I choose to get Raw. This is the start of the loop. Because if you can discard the Raw to get back the Thunder Dragon Fusion to send your fusion materials. In the hard endgame, you want to loop back the Raw, one Titan and one Colossus, because then the loop continues forever. But in this case, I just looped the Dragon Matrix, which was a bad call because I'd want to probably loop the Raw. I thought that you can pop twice with Thunder Dragon Titan, but you can only pop once, which was unfortunate. I thought it'd be like a double pop, but it's not. But we just keep on popping. We loop back the Thunder Dragon so we can get more Thunder Dragons and more pop, which is really good. I realize this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Very annoying. We send Chaos Space in. This is where I get Creator and run out of time almost. But with this, we can go into Union Carry into Buster Whelp, and this will literally win us the game. I used the wrong thing to attack, but you know, this in the end won us the game because it set us up to have lethal. You know, the correct amount of so we set up the opponent to have the correct amount of life. So as you can see, I have two monsters here and a Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn allows me to reborn a Thunder Dragon because I have used a Thunder Dragon effect from hand. I can summon a Colossus without using polymerization, but because I had 20 seconds left, I didn't want to go into Union Carrier thing because especially on the mobile where it delays it, I could have completely won. It was Schism plus Super Poly, and this is when the game got dicey. I was like, ah man, if I just had, I don't know how it works with the Super Poly, but I'm pretty sure he would not be able to attack me. So now this game got a little bit dicey because he used my monster to to summon some Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which is insanely powerful. But I'm just holding it out here. I cycle my Dark so I can make sure I don't get a bad draw. I go into Thunder Dragon Dark. I tribute summon it because its banish effect also works if it's on the field and it's sent to the graveyard, which allows me to get a Thunder Dragon Roar. Thunder Dragon Roar will allow me to pick up the Thunder Dragon Fusion from my banish, which is very, very important, which will allow me to fusion summon and also cycle back cards into my deck. He goes into Max C, but I'm like, no, I cannot give this guy cards because we're in the grind game right now. The more resources that he can get means the more likelihood I will lose. So I just negated it. It's very important in this game scenario that you do negate that. I kind of messed up here by shuffling in the OG Thunder Dragon. It should have been the Raw. And this will allow me to get a Thunder Dragon pop with the Hawk, and also get Colossus out as well. And because I attacked so weirdly on that particular turn, this allowed me to this basically allowed me to you know, get lethal. But if I didn't, also you had an extra effect of when the Venom died, the Starving Venom died, you can destroy all special summon monsters on the field. You can negate it with this guy's effect. This guy's effect is different. This guy is a immunity to card effects if you banish 2 cards in the graveyard, and you can use this to banish your Thunder Dragons, which will proc them. But yeah, overall, Thunder Dragons, insane grind game. It's a pretty good deck. I would recommend trying out the Invoked engine with it. Makes it a little bit cheaper, because most people will have it. If not, it's good in the sense that you can put it in other decks instead of having 3 aloof Lupines, which are 3 doggos that you only use in this particular deck, and and you have to open another secret pack for, which I find not worth it. But yeah, this deck is giga expensive. It's very fun. It's pretty competitive, and it has some good end boards, and is a good starting combo-ish deck. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next time.